Making her way back to Bootleg Opinions this season, it's Angeria! Oh wait! It's Bootleg Angeria! It's Roxxxy Sakura! Hi, Rock!
Hi! I apologize to everyone out there who is seeing me like this right now. I literally have no lashes, I have no contacts, I have no wig on. Angina.
In the words of Derek Barry, still valid, okay?
Yeah.
You know when she went off a whole tangent or rant when she was talking about how different types of drag? No wig, still drag. Not on Drag Race, still drag. Don't draw on or cover your eyebrows, still drag. Do you remember she went at this whole rant?
Yeah,
I don't remember the exact word, but she went on a whole rant.
Oh my god, this face cost $150 alone to book.
And I want a 20% cut of Bootleg Opinions from the YouTube ad, which is literally 15 cents.
Bootleg Opinions.
How are you?
I'm good. I have to say that watching this last episode...
You don't sound good. Neither do you look good too.
Okay, you know what?
Stop lying. You need therapy. Give me your PTSD and your trauma, baby. Give it to me, baby. Let it all out.
Oh my god. Okay, so... I went to San Francisco last night. I did a show with Nymphia Wind. So we did 2 shows because she sold out 2 whole clubs. So they had to fill the whole club, then empty it out, and then fill it up again. 2 separate shows. And then I flew back here to do another show. It's been a long day. And I feel like I'm getting a cold. I mean, it could be worse. I could also be making 0 money for my charity.
Or it could be worse. You could be doing Bootleg Opinions and the host of it too.
Yeah, it could be worse. I could be the creator, I could be the director, the editor.
And I do it all. I wear a lot of hats. When you said 2 shows, I was gonna say, did they mean to do 2 shows because one was for good drag and the other one was for bad drag, aka you? Just kidding. But you know what? I understand where you're coming from. It is Pride for all of us. I was in Holyoke yesterday and then Bridgeport afterwards, and then today I'm filming Bootleg Opinions with you. I think that during Pride, it's where all the queens are trying to make their money under this excruciating hot weather. As queers, as drag entertainers, as people that are living in this climate change that are just rising with the temperatures, I think we need to move Pride to fall or something. June is just not working out anymore. It's not.
Let's move Pride to winter. I think that would be better for the drag queens. Maybe not for the people who are only wearing handkerchiefs, but it'll be good for us. Why don't we at least get a good in-between, maybe spring or late winter.
Now on to this episode. What do you think of the acting challenge? I personally really liked it.
Okay, so I was like, oh, it's another acting challenge. God damn it. Whenever they gave them the prompt, I was like, have these girls seen the movies? Are they gonna know the references that they're gonna be getting? But I will say I liked the end product of the whole challenge. It was really funny. I laughed out loud more than 10 times.
And that's a good sign for an acting challenge.
Yeah, for sure.
It was just acting, and I really did enjoy it.
Well, do you know why?
Why?
It's because RuPaul was in the scenes too.
Oh. You know what? I have a conspiracy theory.
Okay.
Okay, so RuPaul cannot remember any of our names, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think she remembered her lines either, so I think they filmed some of the parts where it's just RuPaul's face only, separately. You know that when watching the episode, right? Right? They purposely filmed the 2 people not facing each other. They're literally facing as if it's SNL. Does that make sense? Where they're reading the cue cards. And I think that that's where it was. There's maybe cue cards that's involved, or maybe they filmed some of RuPaul's parts separately, and then they pieced it together. And of course, the wide shot, we see RuPaul and the queens, right? But for the individual shots.
I think it was Shannel and Angeria were 2 of the scenes where I was just they're cheating out to the cameras and not looking at each other, but they're looking at something else.
They're looking at the hilarious Ross Matthews.
I was Angeria never made eye contact with her.
Who stood out to you and who didn't? Well, actually, I think they all kind of stood out in their own individual ways.
Yeah, Gottmik did really good. I really liked Gottmik's performance. They actually delivered the lines really well. They had good characterization. And I know it was over the top, and RuPaul's I did not like working with her. I liked Vanjie's scene too. I thought that she did really well, and then her and Gottmik could have been in the top this week. Oh, or Shannel.
Oh yeah, Shannel! I thought Shannel was really good. She was giving us mommy dearest, powerful, strong woman, What's that show called? Oh, Dynasty, like over-the-top drag, but still acting too. And a huge shout out and special honorable mention to Jorgeous. I thought she had some funny moments too.
Oh yeah. I definitely think that they all delivered well on the comedy that was given to them too. Like,
Yeah.
every time they had that little extra bit of comedy, it landed so well for me. Like Jorgeous grabbing the chair, standing on top of it. I was cackling.
Oh yes. Yes, grabbing the chair and then jumping.
Roxxxy taking the second sip of piss.
Roxxxy, I thought she was good too. Roxxxy.
Yeah.
Who do you think won the lip sync?
Out of these two, I personally think it was Nina West.
Yeah, same.
I thought she really gave a great performance, good camp, and I was really interested in the way that she was lip syncing the song. Like, Nina was really keeping my interest, and it really felt like a good interpretation of the song.
I know that Nina's last lip sync was not that great, and this was a great redemption for her because this was a good performance. I felt like, even though I'm a huge stan of Angeria, and I think that she's in the top 2 frontrunners for me, Angeria and Gottmik, I think that Angeria didn't embody this song for me. I felt like she was walking around and doing something for the club or the bars, and I think that this was more of a theatrical performance, and I think that this was right up Nina's alley, and I think she performed it with grace.
I mean, lucky for Nina, she's like
And dignity.
6'5", so Angeria can't block her during the lip sync, so that was a great part for her too.
I was about to say, what does that have to do with anything?
She's tall.
What?
She's tall.
What? Category is Widow Weep. What do you look for in this category?
So for this one, I definitely have to get a good sense of having love and lost it. I need to have like a good storyline portrayed in their runways. Whether or not it's mournful or happy, it has to just read one of those ways. It can't just be like, it's a pretty dress.
Okay, fair enough. Have you been in a car accident, slip and fall, injury at work, then start suing? Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm.
What's Morgan & Morgan?
I know a lot of people feel really bad about suing, but the truth is, don't! For example, you got hit by a car, right? You're not suing Robbie Turner's Uber driver, you're actually suing the insurance company that's sitting on millions and billions of dollars. So, don't feel bad. Not only am I a bootleg queen, but I'm also a budget queen. And to start suing, you need a lot of upfront cost. But with Morgan & Morgan, there's no upfront cost unless your case wins. Until then, you pay nada.
Oh my god, that is so cool.
Morgan & Morgan is capable of spending millions of dollars on a case to see it through, with over 800 expert lawyers and counting, and each lawyer specializing in different kinds of cases. And they win. And they win a lot. And they will fight for the best results for you, baby.
That is a lot of money.
You see what I mean? Again, your fee is absolutely free unless they win.
I'm gonna start suing today.
So, you can check out Morgan & Morgan by going to the link in the description. Or dial pound law from your phone. Start suing today. Please. We first up have Nina West, and we think she is, baby.
If there's one thing about Nina West is that through and through, she's a Disney gay. So her giving us Haunted Mansion is very indicative of her drag.
The first look, I thought it was cool. We got the lace, we got the see-through material, so it does remind me a little bit of goth, Halloween, death, funeral.
Yeah.
And then the second look, she has the makeup to match the outfit. And I like the references.
Yeah.
It's camp, it's her. I thought it was alright. It's alright.
It works really well too. I love that she revealed into like the same hues that are in the Haunted Mansion ride that are like ghostly blues and whites. And I also think that this dress looks great on her, like accentuates her body really well.
All right, Plastique, not Plastique, never mind. Roxxxy, but Plastique did make an outfit that was similar to this in the ball, do you remember?
Yes. Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay, Roxxxy, your turn.
All right, coming up next we have Roxxxy Andrews, and this time she did not let me down. She comes out in this beautiful, I would say like, it's like wedding gown mixed with like red carpet gown sort of thing. And she is a widow who is a widow by choice, where she killed her husband.
Yes.
She's a widow by choice, so she's covered in the blood of her husband. I love the way that the splatters are done, how they're accented with the jewels. I think this look is very elegant. I think that her mug is gorgeous, and the hair works perfectly with me. I love everything about this look on her.
I love it too. It reminds me of something that Celine Dion would wear too. When you mentioned red carpet and wedding, I got that too. It's also like something you will wear to like an award show too, I feel like, for singers.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That's why you said Celine Dion.
Yeah, maybe that's why. This look is totally reading Widow Weep.
She's like, I'm in the will, girl.
She's finally at peace. So yeah, I like this look, Roxxxy. Next up is Angeria pairs VanMichaels Hamasaki Sakura. She comes out in literally a Widow Weep. We got a web in the back. It's giving Elvira with the hair. We got the sleeves, which is very Elvira as well. This whole combo of the wine color with the black is beautiful.
I think it is gorgeous. I love the hair. I think this whole look is very cohesive from top to bottom, and like the back silhouette of like the spider web looks great.
You know, Joshua Ponte make a lot of those pieces where they literally lifts up. I think if she has the web in the back, she lifts it up. I think I would have liked that better because this just seems like, you know, a black dress with an accent of the web in the back, you know.
I also would have accepted prosthetics to make her look like an actual spider. Like, I think that would be really cool too.
But yeah, nonetheless, she looks great.
Coming up next, we have Plastique Tiara, and she is in a gorgeous Vietnamese outfit. She said that she printed the fabric, like handmade for her, and this outfit looks absolutely gorgeous on her. I will say that the reference is completely lost on me, and I'm Vietnamese. From like a Western perspective, like watching the show, I would not have gotten that just looking at it. She's more Vietnamese than me, so I'm gonna trust her. So this looks great. I love it. It's pretty.
There is a reference point, so if you don't get the reference, you're probably not gonna get the runway. But I think that's one way that didn't translate is the weeping part. So I know that she did like silver glitter dripping down to seem like it's tears. It doesn't read on television.
I didn't see it. I didn't even know that was there until you told me.
You need like running mascara, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something visible, dark, running mascara. You know what I mean? She can still be pretty.
Or even like if you're gonna do that, maybe have like chains of like broken necklace or something so that it comes down.
Okay, so this has a reference and we like it. But anyway, moving right along from a sensitive subject to now a very funny subject. Welcome to stage is Jorgeous. She comes out in a literally black fur outfit and then she reveals herself into a red sequin cocktail dress. But the one thing I didn't like is the tears.
Yep.
So that I liked. But literally, it was a black coat to a red cocktail dress and shoes that don't match.
I thought that was so strange. This is the runway where it just didn't match. Some of her stuff is like gorge, but it has a little bit more storytelling to it. So again, this one is pretty, but it doesn't match the theme for me.
Like, you grab a red dress, you grab a black coat, you have a piece of fabric. You have a piece of fabric, and then you have this trim of chain that you have left from a costume, and you know what I mean? That's what it seems like to me.
Yeah.
It's underwhelming.
Okay, if she had come out and we did not know the category, we would not have gotten Widow.
We would have gotten whom instead?
We would have gotten like Flasher, Flashdance, Flash Mob.
Instead of category is Widow Weep, category is sexual harassment.
Sexual harassment.
That's fucked up for Pride Month. But anyway, yeah, this just seems like a mini challenge. Okay, all right, y'all, let's get into quick drag. And this is what it's kind of giving me.
Yeah. All right, up next, we have Shannel, and she is in a big black cloak, and she's crying, and then she comes out, and she's in a pretty dress, and she's happy. She could have told this in a different way to actually make this like a Widow. If it was like more historical, the black cloak was definitely not needed. You know how Roxxxy came out, and she was just in the outfit, but it told the whole story. She didn't need a reveal. She didn't need to go from Dementor from Harry Potter into Bridgerton. She could have just stayed in Bridgerton and had the Widow storyline, you know? Even have like a picture of like your husband or something.
Oh.
And it's Shannel out of drag.
Oh! I would have liked that. I would have liked that. She just comes out carrying the husband's picture. Imagine if it was RuPaul, that'd be hilarious. But anyway, I felt the opposite because you said that she stayed in the second look, right? and do something that Roxxxy did. I didn't think of that, right? For me, I wish she would have stayed in this look instead, because the second look didn't tell me the story. I get that she's happy, but why is she wearing a Marie Antoinette outfit? Why not wear something that matches this first look?
Yeah, if she had just stayed in this and made it more funeral, it would have also read widow. If she had like a lily or something, that would work too.
Oh yeah.
And then it would be more somber.
Yeah, the crying was good too.
Yeah, I'm sure she was really crying though.
We want the old Shannel, baby.
We want the old Shannel.
Now she's done All-Stars and also back for All-Stars 9. She has learned a few things. She's learned not how to freak out on television.
Yeah.
She's gonna hold herself together. All right, next up is Gottmik. There is a weeping part to it. There's also a goth part to it. There's also bridal involved. So she comes out in a veil that's extended all the way to the back. And actually, it's kind of giving me like a Halloween wedding instead. Like a goth wedding. Like, you're already a corpse.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, because on my season, we did Bride Wore Black. And my outfit was like kind of like a cathedral inspired theme with like melted candles on the side. So I was kind of getting the same thing where it's more like a goth wedding. Had this been given a little bit more context, this would have been widowy. When she came out, I definitely thought, I was like, okay, that works with the theme, it's widow. Now that we're kind of thinking about it, I guess I can see where like the widow part doesn't really come in. It just looks like bridal wax. Like, it needs to have that story element.
Yeah.
I still like it, though.
I still like it too.
I feel like it has more impact than, like, you know.
Shannel's.
Yeah. From Cloak to Bridgerton. She goes from Alexis Michelle on Broadway to Alexis Michelle at the Renaissance Fair.
Yeah, I agree with you. She needed like a few more touches for the look. When I first saw this, I'm gonna be honest, I felt like this is not the same level of drag that Gottmik was served down the runway, because they're always very... boom, there's a twist to it. Something that's unexpected, right?
Again, if you just have a picture of your dead husband and it's like covered in candles, candle wax, like you've been waiting for him for a long time, then it would make a little bit more contextual sense.
Yeah.
Coming up next, we have Vanjie. Okay, I love this outfit, and I think it works really well with it works really well with Vanjie's style. I get the concept of a widow, like a sexy widow who f***ed her husband to death. It looks opulent, and it reads on the runway. I love this look.
I love it too. It's giving expensive. It's giving stripper who married a 300-year-old man just for the money, and now she's wearing it all over her body. She's got the expensive fox fur, she got the garters, she got the lingerie, she got the see-through lace umbrella, she got the jewelries around her neck, she got the bun and crystallized as well.
She gave her husband a till he died. I love the whole interpretation.
She's young and hung and marching down the runway of RuPaul's Drag Race to the beat of her own drum. Say drum. Drum. Do you remember that quote from Laganja?
She definitely doesn't want to get stung.
Mama, okay.
Do you remember that Alaska video?
Come on,
now
bees.
don't come for
on,
me,
trees.
Mr. B.
No, come on, trees.
Come on, nature.
Come on, trees.
And our favorite look this week is Vanjie's look.
It was so creative.
So clean, so elegant. I feel like we could have gone with Roxxxy, but Vanjie was able to tell a story without exactly having an axe with blood.
And it's something Cardi B would totally wear too, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And it was also giving me, do you remember that music video that they were in with Shea Coulee and a few other queens, and Mayhem Miller? Do you remember what? Plain Jane is called, right? Is it called Plain Jane? No, Sally Walker.
Oh, yeah.
Go up with Sally Walker, bounce and boom. She got hit by a car, and now she's dun. Do you know what this is? What it's giving me? But anyway, so congratulations, Vanjie. It was very creative, out of the box, and also give us something fresh to look at as well.
All I have to say is I need to see that part again with the line of RuPaul just slapping everyone. I was cracking up so much.
And that is Bootleg Opinions. Bye, Rock.
Bye.
Till next time.
Hey, squirrel friends, when one video ends, just click on another one. It's called cringe viewing. Go ahead, I support you.